Hi, everyone. It's Jim Wingardner, Executive Director at Devonshire and Chatsworth. I was at a meeting yesterday, and someone told me that when we had the Racktown meeting, when I started talking, that some people didn't know who I was. So I'm going to start all my meetings with, I'm Jim Wingardner, Executive Director. And if anyone didn't know me at that functions, my apologies. I'll make sure I tell you who I am. For today, the first one I want to talk about is a breakfast we've scheduled with Brad and myself in the Cavendish on Tuesdays. We will be sending out special invitations before the weekend. You RSVP back to Kate, and once we get 15, we'll cut it off for that week, and anybody else that calls will be added to the next week. We're going to do these invitations by floor and by building. One of the reasons is so you can get to know your neighbors a little bit better than you know them now. Between COVID and new move-ins, we thought that would be a good idea. We also have a big date on May 9th, and I apologize. I was at the activities meeting yesterday, and someone pointed out that we sent a letter out without a date on it. We'll make sure we correct those errors in the future. But it is May 9th. We are doing a special brunch for Mother's Day, and every apartment may invite 2 guests that day. And then we're not going to do guests for a couple more weeks just to make sure that we don't have any type of outbreak caused by the event. Next thing I want to talk about in May is PS Salons. PS Salons will be closing on, but we really want to get the salon done, so I think it's important that we get started. Also on May 5th, we have Cinco de Mayo in the restaurants, and we did get a request, which I thought was a good one. If you were unable to get a reservation for the dinner and you're ordering in-room dining, you may go down to the bar and participate from the bar for Cinco de Mayo, so you can be part of it. Now, speaking of activities, Marty and I attended the activities meeting yesterday, and we asked a few simple questions. What do you like? What don't you like? What do we need to do more of? And what do we need to do less of? And the committee had a lot of great examples, and we are making corrections starting in May to the schedule. The schedule will include more events, but different events. So I think everyone will be happy when they get a chance to read what we're doing. I also attended the culinary committee, and one thing I do want to announce about culinary is that starting on Monday, the Oxford will also be open Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So starting next week, we will have 3 restaurants open every single night, and we'll continue to do the deli menu in the Oxford and outside for as long as we can do it at lunchtime. So you have that option too. We're hoping by early June that we'll have all the restaurants open, and I'm also hoping that we'll be allowed to invite guests by then. But more to come. Once we figure it out, we'll let you know when guests will be welcome again. I have a couple announcements about openings that we're filling right now. We do have a final candidate for our nursing home administrator and 2 final candidates for our resident care coordinator. We're hoping to be able to make an announcement either by the end of this week or the beginning of next week on who will be brought in and what their start dates will be. But we've been real happy with the candidates, and I think you'll be happy with them too. So more to follow on that. In all other areas, we're doing relatively well. Dining is continuing to hire new staff because we need to open all the restaurants soon. And we still need to do the dinner deliveries, so we're going to need a few extra residents. But we're still hoping by June we'll be down to less than 100 in-room dining guests and about 200 in the restaurants. At least that's our goal, or more. And there'll be more to come on that. Let me talk a little bit about capital that's coming up. The first thing that we're going to try to get done is all the elevators, just waiting for the tile, which was special ordered. It has to be a specific tile that's good in elevators but looks really good. It's not the same material we put in the valet areas, but I think you'll really like it. And as soon as we can, we'll start doing them. We'll obviously do one building at a time, and we'll let you know what elevator will be out during the day, so you're not waiting for an elevator that isn't going to come. We also had some more exciting news. Instead of just doing a couple of lobby areas, we're actually forecasting all the furniture we'll need for every floor throughout our community at Devonshire. We've ordered some to begin with, but we're also going to do storyboards for the rest of the community, so you'll know what's coming and how it all ties together. Because what we're a little nervous about is if we do put stuff in that's a little more modern, you're probably not going to be happy with that if you think we're not going to do anything else around the community. But at the end of the day, once we finish implementing everything, and it's a 6, 12, 18 month policy, so by the end of next year it'll all be done, you'll be able to see what's coming, where it's going, and how it will tie in by using storyboards. But we hope to get that first group of furniture sometime in July this year. Chatsworth. We are starting Chatsworth. The chiller is coming next week. It's going to be hooked up, and then we can start doing other refurbishings. We're going to start in assisted living. But to go over the specifics, on May 18th, we have a special management town meeting. We will be going over the Chatsworth plan. So you'll know exactly what's going to happen, what to expect, when it's going to happen, and how we are going to work around the work, just to give everyone the information they need, so you'll know that it is coming. And by the way, it has started. We actually moved the palm tree today so we can put in the new pad for the chiller, because it's about twice as big as the old one. And we're disconnecting the old one and using a rental until the new chiller is installed, and that's going to be very soon. So we're excited about that, and then the rest of the work will start in Chatsworth until it's done. Our project end date should be November of 2022. So about a year and a half from now, we should be done. We've decided to price out all the bathrooms and refurbish them. And that will get started this year and it will end next year. But I know the bathrooms need to be renovated. We actually have 9 of them, and they're all slated to get done. What we're working on right now is gathering some specifics on what it's going to cost and how we're going to do them. And as soon as we have more information, we'll be sharing that. But the good news is we plan to move forward on those bathrooms. Then I got a really special announcement. Tomorrow, my daughter, Rebecca, will be graduating from college, so I will not be here in the afternoon. And by the way, that's Thursday, in case this tape comes out after the fact. But Rebecca is my last child to graduate college, and all 3 have graduated, and I'm expecting great things from them. And I love the Florida school systems. The last 2 loved going to the local colleges and did really well. So we're very excited about that. Rebecca's very excited. She just finished all the work last night, and she's ready. And we actually get to go, because what they do is they break up the graduations by your major, and they hold it in a sports arena that holds 60,000 people. And there'll be about 1,000 of us there. So I think we can social distance. We're looking forward to that. It's going to be exciting. And then we'll get her employed very soon. And my entire family will be happy and moving forward. All right, that's it for now. We'll share a lot more on May 18th. And if you do get an invitation and accept, I'll look forward to seeing you on May 4th at breakfast. It starts at 8:30 and runs to about 10. And we will be serving 3 set menus for you that you can choose from. And Brad and I probably won't be eating a lot. We'll be asking, listening, and writing down to make sure that we're adding and changing and enhancing anything we need to do around the community. Now that COVID is pretty much behind us, it's really starting to get exciting again. And we can't wait for the day when we open everything around the community. So take care. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.